Hello everyone, La13 Scale here, also known as Scale, and welcome back to more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, where hopefully everything I own is still working properly. Because I didn't actually... I should have gone and checked. Actually, I'm going to just go check while I'm doing the rest of the intro for you guys. Please don't mind me. Anyway, so between episodes... Okay, it does look like I'm recording normal. Okay. Between episodes, I went out and I stared out at the world. The sun's not setting yet, but I went out and I stood out and looked at the world, and I fed my cats, reflected on my whole tech situation, put on the background of an EWU video I was watching before I hit record, and thought about what I should click next. So the only conclusion I could come to is if I showed them the lost ticket statement. But I have no guarantee that doing the lost ticket statement right this very second is going to do anything. To enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card. When an ID card is used, there's a record of it. At the time of the crime, the detective had used his card. I think we present here. Fingers crossed on this. Present. The music quit. I did something right. I need to change my angle. Also, sorry, I'm wearing a dress, which my hair tends to cover. This is from back when I used to shave my head, by the way, this little bit. Anyway. Wait one moment, Officer Meekins. I'm not good at waiting, sir. I'm aware of that, Officer Meekins. I'm aware. I have the victim's ID card right here. That wasn't what I presented as evidence, but I found it at the crime scene. That makes sense. No, the other crime scene. The other one. When I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room at the police department. I mean the other crime scene. The underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. Your Honor, I have one more piece of evidence to present. It's a very important clue regarding the victim's ID card. There's nothing on it to prove ID card. It would have been different if he had written ID and then, like, nothing else was there. A lost item report. Well, it's only half completed. But it does show that Detective Goodman had lost something on the day of the crime. Something important enough to fill out this report. Let me guess. You believe this something to be his ID card, right? Maybe. I can't say for sure, but there is a high probability. On the day of the crime, Detective Goodman was not carrying his card. I don't know that I can prove that, per se, but... Order. So what does this all mean now? Well, it can only mean one thing. It doesn't even require much thought. The man Officer Meekins encountered at the evidence room was not Detective Goodman, but rather the man that stole his ID card in the first place. I'm gonna keep just adding my words. I like them a little bit better. Order. Does the prosecution have a response? Nope, they ain't got shit, do they? I have only one thing to say to the defense. Is it good job, buddy? Is it I love you? Is it that we're great together? Marry me? What are we going with here? And that would be? Bravo, Mr. Wright. There was at least two of those things I said all at the same time, and I'm scared. Well, why do I feel like you're not saying them earnestly? Bravo. Allow me to summarize the defense's argument. At 5:15 p.m. No. At 5:14 p.m., sir. Are we saying that there's been 1 minute of time allowed for a murder? Can you do a whole murder in a minute? Because we watched them do fisticuffs. Anyway, at 5:15 p.m. on the day of the crime, the man in the evidence room Officer Meekins encountered was not Detective Goodman. There are two grounds to support this. Whatever that thing was supposed to be on the back wall and the side of the face of the Blue Badger? First, the locker in the evidence room was already unlocked. Second, the victim lost his ID card. Well, yeah. Am I correct so far, Mr. Wright? Yeah? Yes. What is he up to? That being the case, we must inevitably arrive at a single conclusion. If the victim in this video is a fake, then the murderer in the evidence room is also fake. What? What? Well, they did say the body had disappeared. In other words, the security camera does not show the instance of the murder. You're correct. It does not. Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess that's... Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I'm still worried about where you're going with this, but yeah, that is correct. Yeah. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? I don't like that you're spelling out my whole case for me, Edgeworth, and in fact, it unsettles me, like, a lot. Only moments ago, you seemed content to be pointing your finger around. Says the man pointing his finger. This is not going to end well. Well. It seems that you finally realized exactly what you've gone to such lengths to prove. Explain yourself, Mr. Edgeworth. The defense has already done the explaining for me. The victim in the video is a fake, which means that a murder did not take place. At the police department at 5:15 on the day of the crime. Which means it would have had to have been Lana Skye who murdered him in the parking lot, is what you're trying to say. So the real crime could only take place at one location, the underground parking lot. The one at the prosecutor's office, the murderer then being Miss Lana Skye, the defendant. The evidence is compelling. A trustworthy witness observed the moment the defendant used the murder weapon. No, she's not trustworthy. She didn't witness shit, and she did not see the moment that the murderer used the weapon. We have that on record from yesterday's trial. Don't give me that. Ah. Yeah, well, shut the fuck up. I knew that testimony was too shabby. It was all a trap from the beginning. It was a trap, but who... Why would Edgeworth set such a trap? I don't get it. I really don't understand. The activity in the evidence room still leaves many questions unanswered. Well, we know that means that Officer Meekins didn't kill anybody. Who exactly was the victim Officer Meekins encountered? And where did this person disappear to? However, this trial's purpose is to examine only the murder of Detective Goodman. Well, we're still working on that. Just so, Your Honor. Oh, just so, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, you have to do something, or else Lana... Think about it. What do I do? How am I supposed to get myself out of this mess? Object. What do you mean wait and see what happens? What do we got? One moment, Your Honor. What now, Mr. Wright? Don't tell me you're objecting to what you've just proven. No, of course not. But I almost walked right into the prosecution's little trap. What are you talking about? This cross-examination has proven one thing and one thing only. The security video did not show the actual murder. What? You know, I bet you, like, it's even more evident that it was Sheriff because, like, he knew where the security camera was. However, it cannot be said that it is unrelated to the murder in the parking lot. Specifically, large amounts of blood traces were found in the evidence room. Did he kill him and then come back into the evidence room? The defense demands further examination into the truth of the matter. Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. If this court were to examine this further, other witnesses will be necessary. Is the prosecution prepared? I'm sorry, Your Honor. The prosecution considered the incident at the police department to be unrelated. This isn't looking good for Edgeworth keeping his job. We have not prepared any other witnesses for this incident. This just might be my chance. Time to call a certain Texas Ranger to the stand. Yeah, it is. Mr. Wright, do you mean... Your Honor, the defense would like to request a specific witness. Oh, whom do you have in mind? Someone we have reason to believe that knows the truth. The truth behind the activities that took place in the evidence room. The prosecution requests to hear this person's name before deciding whether or not to comply. Fair, I guess. Very well then, Mr. Wright. This person needs to give me a coffee. This person whom would have testify, what is his or her name? Oh, I just get to... Well, honestly, I think Damon Gant needs to stand on the stand, but that's unrelated. You know what? Yeah, let's get the victim. We'll get the victim on the stand, and then we'll go from there. No, present. Officer Jake Marshall. The sheriff. Why him? I can't let Edgeworth know everything just yet. He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel we should hear what he has to say. The prosecution agrees to the defense's requests. Since he was responsible for guarding the room, we should hear his testimony. Fortunately, he works in the police department. We shouldn't need longer than 20 minutes to prepare. Fair, I guess. Very well. The court will take a 30-minute recess while the witness is subpoenaed. Will the prosecution please prepare the witness during this time? We will, Your Honor. Court is now in recess. Thank you, Judge. I guess that worked out. Hey, Lana. Please don't judge me too harshly. February 24th, 11:32 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 2. There's no stopping you, is there, Mr. Wright? Huh? What do you mean? You called for Jake Marshall. It seems you figured everything out. Yeah, well, what can I say? I was really good. You know, my dead friend taught me everything. Well, I haven't figured out anything just yet. Lana, you're the one who knows everything. Emma. You always know everything. Why don't you just tell us? Mr. Wright is trying his hardest to protect you. I don't recall ever asking for his protection. Well, too damn bad. How can you be so cold? Don't you trust us? Don't you trust me? Thanks, Gumshoe. I hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Oh, I guess I am. I'll come back later. No. Wait a minute, Detective Gumshoe. What the hell was it that you wanted? Come back, buddy. Don't leave me alone with these two. Oh, okay, good. He's back. All right. You've got a lot of nerve, pal, making a detective run around all while on duty. the definition of your job, buddy. And to top it all off, I've seen happier people at funerals. Bro, we're at a murder court. I don't want to see nobody happy. Sorry, detective. Yeah, you better be, pal. Hey. Hey. Whoa. Hey. I didn't see you there, Chief Prosecutor Sky. That's okay. So, have you brought what I asked? Oh. You mean this, right? My apologies, detective. Due to my present circumstances, I was forced to use Mr. Wright's name when making my requests. My name? Oh. Never in a million years would I have thought it was you who asked me. Could I bother you to bring me the SL9 incident files? I wanted to say sir, but no. I'll need them by noon. Talk about crazy. The SL9 incident. I could read those now? Thank you. But Lana, that's exactly why we need it. I thought Mr. Wright might need them, so I had them brought here. Here. Might do you well to read them. I can't believe the chief prosecutor were a witness in that case. What? She was a witness in the case? What do you mean? Gumshoe! Gumshoe, buddy, tell me things. Miss Sky was a witness in the SL9 incident? SL9 incident files received from Lana Sky. Files for the Joe Dark killing solved 2 years ago. Oh, right, the serial killer. Take it from me, you don't want anything to do with serial murders. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. I'm gonna take a look at these. Case closed. Ooh. SL9 incident. Perpetrator, Joe Dark. Crime, serial murder, sentenced to death. The victims were Edward Jones, Edith Kirby, Jeb Bates, Jason Knight, Rachel Moss, and Neil Marshall. As in Jake Marshall's father or brother? Bates. No, nope. I thought that name might ring a bell from the people here, but no, I'm just thinking of Jason Bates. Head prosecutor, Miles Edgeworth. Witness, Lana Sky and Emma Sky? What the Emma? Emma, why didn't you tell me you witnessed a murder? Investigation Task Force. Executive investigators, Damon Grant and Lana Sky. Head investigator, Bruce Goodman. Investigators, Jake Marshall and Angel Star. What the hell do you mean? Oh? What? Now that I've brought you your stuff, you're just gonna ignore me? Emma? But why? Why is your name in here? What? My name's in there? I don't know. Unless... No, it couldn't be. Lana? This SL9 incident, is that... That's the classification number that the police filed it under. And none of the rest of this brought back memories? 2 years ago, until the rest of the world knew it as the Joe Dark killings. The Joe Dark... No, Lana! It's over with, no! Emma, wait, she ran away. Oh, what do you know? I just remembered. I gotta be somewhere. Alright. Bye, Gumshoe. Sorry, pal, but I'm out of here. Jake Marshall, Angel Star, Damon Grant, and Miles Edgeworth. Not to mention Lana and Emma. Everyone involved in this case is connected to those killings 2 years ago, except maybe the judge. This can't be just a coincidence. Knowing you just might be able to figure it out. Time to get back to the trial, Mr. Wright. Best of luck. I'd better take a good look at this file. Yeah, no shit. To be continued. Man. this entire time, I gotta stop doing that. This entire time, Emma was involved in it and didn't even know. Man. Well, that's all the time I've got for this episode. Remember to drink your water, eat a food, and take your pills if you haven't yet today. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.